Just the whole moment of me saying that line from Crowley is golden. Anyway, Chapter 2, Festival Preparations. Born and raised here, Chapter 1. Give me a sec, I'm gonna go ahead and eat some popcorn. We're making some really good time. Only 40 minutes in and we are already done with Chapter 1. I don't think I'll be stressing too much about the time for the stream and all that like last time.
Nessa no kuni no Aria Bunaria.
Trey can be Malus's consort? What? No! Only you can be Malus's consort. But also only Kalim can be my own consort. Ah man, it's so tough. It's so hard. Chapter 1, born and raised here. Scalding Sand, Silk City. Ah, it's so bright out. It feels good to be home. Yeah, we haven't had much chance to come back before this. So this is the land of the Scalding Sands? Wow, Desert City! Oh, wait. There we go. I knew I was missing something. No, don't worry, Dangan fangirl. I completely understand. I have horrible singing prowess. I'm the world's worst singer of all times. Okay. Anyway, I'm guessing you didn't visit many of those back in your world, huh, you? Phew! Talk about sweltering! Definitely different from the weather on Sage's Island. I'm sweating already. The temperature's hot, but you really need to watch out for the sun. Its rays are quite strong. Pero ya lo dije. Ah, okay. Okay, díganlo. Yeah, I think I can actually feel the heat from the sunlight reflecting off these stone walkways. Better make sure I got sunblock on at all times. Yeah, I should have worn a hat. Yeesh. The Scalding Sands is home to a vast desert and has a torrid climate. Most of the land sit on a peninsula facing the sea. You can find many affluent neighborhoods and resorts along the coast. The city is the center of the Scalding Sand. It's quite popular with tourists both domestically and internationally. That would explain the throng of people carrying around maps. Problem guidebook, yeah, and I gotta say I'm slightly jelly of their short sleeve shirts and shorts right now. No kidding, we're the only ones wearing stuffy uniforms. So what's this city called? Silk City. Jamil and I were born and raised here. Oh cool, I read about this place in a guidebook. The description was pretty spot on. All these white stone buildings are gorgeous. I got to get a pic of them. Large amount of wood were hard to come by in the olden days, so they made building using stone mined from quarries. Nowadays, we have much better access to construction material, but stone helps insulate against the heat, so this tradition remains. I guess stonework houses are hallmark of Scalding Sands architecture, huh? They're so styling! It's like I'm on a movie set. We also have amazing food! The seaside city ship fresh seafood here every day. The seaside cities ship fresh seafood here every day through the canal. There's something for everyone, even the die-hard foodies. We got a ton of award-winning restaurants. Hey, check this river out. It's nice and cool over here. That must be one of the canals you mentioned. Some water splashed up. Are there fish in here? Careful, Grim. Don't get too close to the edge. Don't patronize me, Trey. I ain't that clumsy. And he fell. I fucking knew it! Grimmy fell into the canal. Why did I just say? It's coming this way. It's coming. What did he do? Let him suffer. You need to keep better eye on your pet. Someone could have gotten hurt. Yes, we're terribly sorry. I ain't no pet. Oh, I see you still have energy to talk back, even after all that flailing. Canal operate the same as roadways. They're a key part of our commerce, so they always have a steady flow of boat traffic. Naturally, swimming in them is prohibited on account of how dangerous they are. Good thing that sailor stopped to rescue you, huh, Grim? Nothing about that was good. I hit the water like a ton of bricks. Got dragged away by the current. I totally freaked out. My legs were getting me nowhere and the boat was heading straight for me. I thought I was done for. Goes to show you have to be careful even on vacation. Let this be a lesson for you, Grim. Now stand still so that I can towel you off. The last thing I need is for you to catch a cold. Gosh, Shep. Let's continue the story. Hopefully we get... Oh! Wait, what's this? We already got someone? Was it? Ooh. Tray Clover. Silk adorned Tray Clover.
このメンバーで旅行をする日が来るなんて思わなかったな。よろしく。
Really seems like a perfect fit for me. The only thing that's missing is Sebek, so you have a thief buddy. Chapter 2, ages ago. Look at that boat on the roof. Look, that boat has a roof on it. Gonna capture the hotness for posterity. How curious. Its roof is triangular. It doesn't appear to be a fishing boat either. That's a traditional Scalding Sands ferry. People travel up and down the canals on them. Local use them, of course, but they're also popular for sightseeing. The water vapors from these canals help to keep things from getting too dry. Desert region like this with no river get extremely hot during the day, while at night temperature can drop to 0 degrees Celsius. Yikes! Deserts are no jokes! I'm expecting the weather here in South City to be scorching hot like out in the desert, but it's relatively pleasant. All thanks to canals! Something wrong, Malius? No, just... things are very different from what I learned about the Scalding Sands. This area is mostly desert and get very little rainfall. I was taught in Briar Valley that this meant people here struggle to get enough water to survive. That was ages ago! There was a time where that was true, but the Scalding Sands has advanced a lot over the years. How did that come about? Scalding Sands spices and furnishing are extremely popular abroad. Our expert go for a premium. That's true. Saffron, cumin, pepper, and lots of other spices from here are thought to be the best. I use them a lot in my own cooking. They're the perfect seasoning to bring any dish together. The colorful folk art here is pretty famous too. I've seen a lot of those pieces in museum. It was my own ancestor who saw the potential in all those things. House Asim is said to be the first family in the Scalding Sands to trade overseas. They did so by ship. They didn't have the nautical charts mapped out back then. It must have been quite dangerous. But it was also wildly successful. Neat, huh? The Asims went on to develop the rivers running through the country into a network of man-made canals. Like the one Grim fell into. I don't need to ride the train. The canals then made it easier to set up land routes, which expanded our commerce. The Asims benefited greatly from all this as well, and have become one of the most prominent families in the Scalding Sands. So, Kalim's ancestors had great foresight. A number of merchant families, including the Essenes, went to the great lengths to establish Silk City as a center of commerce. They adopted cutting-edge technologies to ensure everyone had access to water. With better access to water, the population grew, and so commerce expanded, wealth increased, and the city became prosperous, and our tourism industry developed from there. Now it's the resort spot. People come here from all over the world. Nonetheless, the majority of the country remains an inhospitable desert. We all need water to live, of course. So wealthy families and commoners alike came to the city by the canals, and eventually it grew into this large metropolis. Its name, Silk City, comes from the fact that silk was an essential item in trade back then. It's definitely one of the biggest cities in the Scalding Sands. That's right, it's not the capital, but it's the major political and economic hub. Ah, I see. How interesting. My grandmother told me tales of the Scalding Sand, but we haven't heard much about the country since things became peaceful here. Sometime human enterprise developed far faster than I imagined. Truly fascinating. Wow. So did he just think he was going to a barbarian land or something where people fight for the smallest of things? Chapter 3, a theme park castle. Na 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 na. Ah. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, let's swing by my house before we get down to sightseeing.
Huh? Is your place far? I'm all worn out and hot. Better not be hours away.
That doesn't take long to get there. You can see my house from here. Good to know. So how long of a walk is it? Oh, that would take 3-4 hours, I think. What? But you just said we could see it from here. How could it take that long? Which one is your house, Kalim? It's the one on the hill back there. That one? Well, you can see it clearly. Whoa! You can clearly see it even this far away. How big is that place? It's less of a house and more like a theme park castle. Yasamina Estate is a well-known fixture in Silk City. If you told a taxi driver to take you there, they'd know exactly where to go. People come to admire it all the time. Tour buses drive by too. So what you're saying is, it's a literal tourist attraction. How will we get over there, though? I wouldn't mind flying, of course. Don't worry, I've called a car for us. And there it is! All aboard, everyone! What's with this huge car? I didn't even know they made cars this long. What's the spec on it? It's 15 meters long, custom made, and comes fully equipped with refrigerators and massage chairs. We use it when picking up VIP guests. Mom and Dad arranged it when I told them I was bringing some school friends to visit. After all, who's more important than your friends, right? This might be alright for Malio since he's royalty, but I think it's a bit much for the rest of us. Don't you think, Cater? Come on, Trey, lighten up. We're gonna ride in style. I may never get a chance to be chauffeured like a celebrity again. Gotta take experiences when you can. Here we go. Hashtag starting off right. Hashtag celeb vibes. Hashtag shiny. Hashtag scalding sands. Yes, that'll do. I'll put that later. Why not now? Well, we're outside of school and Kalim and Malius are with us. Probably best to avoid broadcasting our exact location. I hate to wind up on Jamil's bad side if Kalim gets kidnapped because of info I posted. Oh, it's a safety thing. Smart. I hadn't even thought of that. I'll have to be more careful. But hey, that just means plenty of time to play around with filters. I'll be sure to post some nice pics of you too, Trey. I'm good, really. I don't need the other guys in the dorm teasing me again. Alright, and away we go. We'll be at my house in no time. Wow. They really just broke out the goods limousine for him. Annyeong. Oh well. Guess I'm all alone now. Oh well. Guess everyone just had different things to do. Still nice that everyone got to be here and see. So now it's just me and the lurkers. Hope y'all have a fun time for the rest of the stream. I think I'll be finishing the stream after book 2, even if there's more. Because I'm pretty sure my Stardust thing won't last. Chapter 4, first time. And also, I will get tired if I do more than 2 chapters a stream. And I kind of want to roll more. Chapter 4, my first time. Oh my god, we're gonna talk about first times. Isn't it nice and cool in the car? Just kick back and relax, guys. Kinda hard to relax when I'm getting the actual VIP treatment. Regular students don't generally travel in fancy cars with security details. Is something the matter, Malleus? You've been frowning for a while now. Oh no, have we inadvertently offended you somehow? I think it's less of a frown, more like a dazed expression. You know, he hasn't said a word since we got in the car. He's just been gazing out the window. Wait, is he car sick? What? Are you okay, Malleus? Should we stop the car? Don't panic, Kling. I got motion sickness medicine just for this reason. Orton, are you okay? We got paper bags if you need them. Cease your fuss. Of course I do not get car sick. He's definitely car sick. I'm simply taking in the experience of riding in this vehicle. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a relief. Yeah, on second thought, Malleus being quiet is pretty standard. That's what we get for jumping to conclusion. Sheesh.
What you looking at, Horton? See something cool?
I'm just watching all the scenery go by, and this phone is starting to slow down, maldita sea.
Stop that and be fast!
After all, this is my first time riding in a car.
What?
Briar Valley doesn't have much in the ways of motor vehicles. It's faster for us to fly around. I never saw the need to trap myself in a machine that crawls along the ground, but now that I'm in one, it's quite pleasant and spacious. I'm rather enjoying it. If all cars are like this, I can understand why you humans are so fond of them. All cars are definitely not like this.
You hit the jackpot with your first drive being in a super swank ride like this. I was starting to worry we'd be out of the heat the whole time.
Luckily, Kalim hooked us with this sweet air-conditioned car. Is it just me or is the AC a little strong?
Huh? You think so? It's perfect for me.
That's because you're all warm and fuzzy, Grimmy. People here tend to keep the AC blowing strong since it's so hot outside. The sharp change in temperature can make people feel ill, sometimes look like it was too cold for you. Shall I conjure fire to warm you then? Get one, Malleus. I can never tell when Malleus is joking around. That just make me break out in a cold sweat. Now I'm really feeling the chill. I'll ask the driver to turn up the temperature in a bit. One moment. Yeah, that's so much better. Thanks, Jamil.
Coconut juice! What's the coconut juice for?
Okay. Let's continue. Chapter 5, Mind-boggling. I'm loving this event so far. We're getting so much out of Malleus and KK and Kalim and Jamil. It's so fun. Can't wait to see them all change into their outfits. Bet they all use the same changing room. Also, I recently found out there are actual phone coolers, so I may need to get one of those for my phone to be cool and all. That way it won't fuck us up anymore, I hope. Scalding Sand, Silk City. You know, I could get used to it. It's fun relaxing in the car, seeing the sights that they go by. There are people everywhere. This is one bustling city. I know, right? Coming home always makes me feel so excited. There are a lot of crowds right now because local tends to go out in the early morning or evening hour when the sun's less harsh. The temperatures only go up from there. That said, it's easier to get around the city when it's hotter since fewer people are out. Well, it's going to get even hotter. Oh wait, that was trade. Whoa, it's gonna get even hotter? There are plenty of misters all over the city, so it's relatively cool compared to other places in the Scalding Sands. And the bazaars and shop provide shade, of course. I'm still gonna have to figure out how to beat the heat though. I'll be miserable walking around dressed like this. Don't worry about that, we got you covered. What do you mean? You'll see. Wow, the main road have 4 lanes on either side. Gets a lot of people drive here, huh? Yes, most households have their own car. We locals may be used to the heat, but it still limits what we can do when traveling by foot. That's also why many stores have drive-through windows so people don't have to get out of their cars.
Ah, all the cars are in such flashy color it makes my see stars.
People like to customize their vehicles. It gives them the original flair and sets them apart.
Look, there's a rainbow sports car and a gold luxury sedan. I gotta get picked up all this.
License plate numbers are also a kind of status symbol for some people. Low number and repeated digits are particularly cred-worthy. The City Transit Authority auctions off plate with numbers like those for very high prices.
Wow, what's the number of your family's car, Kalim?
Oh, Mom and Dad each have a bunch of cars actually. Why am I not surprised?
Each of their plate number is the birthday of one of my many siblings. They have one for each of us. Naturally, my birthday plate is 625. Talk about proud parents.
This is absolutely mind-boggling.
They literally just get a new car every time there's a new kid. Are you kidding me?
June 25th, the greatest date ever.
Mark it down, everyone!
Chapter 6, I got an umbrella. Oh my god, are we gonna share an umbrella with someone? Are we gonna share an umbrella with Kalim? Wait, but it's not raining. Well, I guess we can just use it to cover ourselves from the sun. 1 sec, I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate a little. I'm seeing way more greenery now. It's so quiet out this way. Like the bustle of the city was just a dream.
Hey, look! Hey, look at that big park!
When I walk through it, my house right on the other side.
Alright.
Great idea. Pretty parks are always photogenic. Alright, I'll tell the driver to stop and let us off here.
Thank you, Knight Rider.
Posture fixed. It's certainly still hot outside. Yeah, good thing there's this canopy over the promenade. We can have a nice walk in the shade. If we cut following the path, it'll take us right to my house. Simple enough. Oh, nice fountain. Just the thing for cooling off. Peacock statue's pretty rad. It'll get me some likes for sure. What a splendid Mount Fountain sculpture. It's no gargoyle, but fascinating nevertheless. I think I'll take a closer look. Careful, Malus, you get wet! It would be terrible if we let the Prince of Briar Valley go around soaking wet. I got an umbrella one moment while I... The spray's going around him? It's a trivial spell. Are you alright though, Viper? You're soaked. It's no good for you to walk around that way even in hot weather. Right, now it looked like I'm the one who went for a romp in the fountain. Jamil carries an umbrella even on a clear day like this?
Talk about ready for anything. Aren't fountains the best? They're so fun.
Jamil and I used to play here all the time when we were kids. Yeah, I bring a change of clothes and towels to dry you off. So the umbrella was for Kalim specifically. The fountain uses water spout to represent the peacock's tail feather. It's quite well made. It shoots out jets of water once an hour, and it lights up at night to make it look more like a colorful peacock. What an intriguing design.
I've been filling girls all over ever since I fell into that canal. I can't take it anymore.
Whoa, Grimmy just jumped into the fountain.
Nice and cool.
For goodness sake, I just howled him off. That looks fun. I want to join it. No. Don't even think about giving me more work. Oh god, I hope the dog barking outside isn't being caught by the microphone. I'm gonna die if I hear that on the recording. Chapter 7, A Private Park. Oh man, that reminds me, I still haven't even finished or even started posting the Halloween 2 stuff. I got to catch up on so much work. I wish I had help. Anyway, Chapter 7, A Private Park.
I spy some camels on the lawn.
That's not all. There are elephants and giraffes, too. People used to travel on camels since they can go long distance in extreme heat, but now they mainly ferry tourists around famous spots. We got elephant and giraffe that do the same thing, too. This is seriously just a public park. It feels more like a theme park or some kind of zoo. Are all parks in the Skeleton Sands like this? No, a theme park is an exception to the norm.
What?
Did you just say a theme park? So this whole place... Yes, it all belongs to the Asim family. We're on Asim family property right now.
This is a private park? I can't believe how big it is.
Guess that'd explain why this path leads right to Kalim's doorstep.
Isn't this technically Kalim's yard?
It's a rather bright and open garden, I must say. The park is close to the estate, so I used to come here all the time on my breaks.
Nice place to take a breather. What you'd like to do out here?
Not much, I just relax among the trees.
Really? I thought you practiced your dance move.
Wait. Yes, I would occasionally dance out here when I had a bit of a time. But how do you know that?
I saw you on the security feed.
Only park security has access to those feeds.
I always wish I could play with you during your breaks, so at first I'd come here and try to find you, but this is the big park, you know? It's a real pain to find a single person here, so I just asked someone from security to help. And they used the security camera to find you for me. It barely took any time at all.
Don't abuse your privilege like that!
You danced to the music you were listening to on the headphones, right? When I saw you on the monitor, it put me in the dancing mood too, so I'd run over and join you.
No wonder you always found me so fast. I can't believe park security was in cahoots with you. Jamil can't catch a break even on his breaks.
It's not easy being someone's attendant, huh?
I see you employ robust security measure. How very admirable.
Alice, that's not the takeaway here. Yep, we played here a lot ever since we were kids. During such fun-filled days.
More like stress-filled days.
We played kick the can till the sun went down. I won every game. Of course you did. The park was so big that it'd take hours to find the can after you kicked it. I was utterly exhausted. Come on, let's be real. Jamil totally took a dive. Yeah, that makes sense. Poor guy'd been driven half neurotic. That's funny coming from you. I have no idea what you're talking about. I also remember when you insisted that giraffes and elephant wanted to go for a walk, so you let them out of their cages. Oh yeah, they were all super excited at first. I remember how they frolicked around. I remember the chaos that ensued when they went out into the street. Do you have any idea how much of a nightmare it was to getting them back in their cages? We had to call in all the staff to surround them. You had it rough for years, huh, Jamil? I guess the self-awareness is just a foreign concept for some people. Chaos ensued simply because a few animals ran away. Now I'm concerned about the city's security. Malice, that's not the concerning part. Royalty. I don't see no cages. That incident led to a full review of the animals' living conditions. The cages were subsequently removed. Yep, now they all get to live even more comfortably. Good for them! That's off to you, Jamil. Oh hey, I was having such a good time walking, chatting, I didn't even know that we'd reached my house. Okay, I know I love and simp for Kalim a lot, but that's both hilarious. That is hilariously depressing. It really just goes to show you the points of view they both had of their childhood. How depressing it was for Jamil and stressful and fun-filled it was for Kalim. But at least now Jamil can be more honest and vent.